Okay, you guys, today I am sitting down and I'm going to go through with you the Jacklyn Hill Palette by Morphie. Alright, you guys, this is the only Morphie palette I own, alright? And I mean, can we just appreciate the wide range of colors here? There was a tag going on a while back, well, I mean, kind of recently. And the tag was, if you lost all your makeup, like what would you go and buy first? And honestly, this palette came to mind because this palette is $30, you guys. Let's just look at the shades here. $30. And the quality is there. This would honestly be the first eyeshadow palette that I would buy if I lost all my makeup because it just has everything. So walking through this palette, there's these two like kind of shimmery highlight shades. One's more cool toned, one's more warm toned. There's these transition shades all in here, from this yellow down to these darker sort of transition shades. There's these two light ones which are great all over the lid. We have these right here, which I think are like her like wedding kind of shades. Like the one of them is actually called Smoky But Better, or Smoky But Natural. There we go. That's what it's called, Smoky But Natural. Anyway, that's that one, I believe. Okay, and then there's this one and this one. These three shades I'll probably be using today. Those are some of my favorites. And then there's this shade, which is one of my favorites. Pardon me, because I don't remember all the names. It's a lot of names. But we have pinks, a gold, a coppery one, your darker shades. The darker shades, the browns, and those bronzy colors. And then over here we have, you know, the corner of color, which this is kind of a taupey shade. Then this is a darker shimmery green. There's this matte aqua and like a shimmery kind of aqua. That's more of a teal, I guess. This blue is stunning. This purple is really pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. I'm going to kind of go walk you through one of my go-to looks with this palette. It's going to kind of be hard for me to show you this shade. So I think I'm just going to say, I'll figure out a way to say the name. And I'll describe the shade to you because I can't really point to it while I'm doing it. But yeah, let's get started. I think I'm going to go in with this one first. Maybe that one first, and then that one. Hello, you guys. Okay, so we are here with the Jacklyn Hill palette. The first shade that I'm going to go into is this, I don't know, sort of like skin tone color. I don't know. It's a great transition shade. It's called Silk Cream. And I'm just going to fluff that kind of high in the crease and a little bit all over the lid. There we go. Now these colors, if you've ever watched any of Jacklyn's tutorials on this palette, these colors are really made for sort of layering. So that's what I always do. Now, if you have this palette, I would highly recommend going and watching some of her tutorials if you plan on getting it or if you have it already, because she does a lot of tutorials using, you know, her own palette, which is awesome. Okay, so we've got that first shade down. Now I'm going to the second row. This is kind of a yellowy, mustardy color called Creamsicle. I'm gonna focus that right below kind of that other one, right on the lid and in the crease, just to warm it up a little bit. And yeah, okay, I think I am going to take it a little bit higher also. I really like this shade. There we go. So there we go. Now, I'm going to go into a little bit of a darker shade on a smaller crease brush. Okay, now I'm going to go into the color Pooter, which I know it's a funny name. It's one of, you know, it's one of Jacklyn's names. One of her It's sort of like an inside joke kind of thing, I think. But, yeah. You can hear her explain the names to all these in one of her videos. But, yeah. It is a very personal palette, I think, to her. So, you know, if you're a fan of hers and you watch her videos, I'm sure you probably know all about that already. But, that is one reason why I wanted this palette so bad, is because I saw her videos and I saw her, you know, raving about it and how much love and time and everything she put into this palette. And they really are amazing shadows, you guys. They blend so nice. I mean, seriously, it was like zero effort, like bam. Okay, and I'm gonna go into the shadow called Buns. Buns, yes, that's what it's called. This is gonna go kind of on the lid. And in this outer corner, right crease. And like kind of halfway on my lid. Kind of, yeah, halfway on my lid, and then like right in the crease in this outer corner is where I'm focusing that. See, on the lid, but like right in the crease. There we go. Okay, there we go so far. Now I'm going to go into the color Hilster. Oh my gosh, every time I use this color, I love it. Look at that. So pigmented. It is one of those colors that's just so creamy when you know, put it on your hand. And I'm going to kind of pat this on most of my lid. I'm leaving that inner corner kind of bare. Patting this on with my finger. On this inner outside corner as well. There we go. The other eye. That color, that shade is so creamy. It is so creamy, you guys. It is just this gorgeous shade of brown. I'm going to have a little bit of fallout. Nothing major. But yeah, that's the color Hilster. Okay, and now I'm going into the one next to Hilster. It's called Smoky But Natural. SBN. Right there. And that's just going to go kind of layered on top of the other one, but like more in this inner corner. Like, see how I left it bare? I'm going to put that one in there, but kind of layering over the Hilster color. Now, you guys, of course, you can apply these with a brush or Fix Plus or whatever, but I just prefer, anytime I use shimmers, to use my finger. That's probably just something you guys have noticed about me. There we go. Okay, so now I smoked out some of, with just a little pencil brush, some of those same transition shades that are up in here. I smoked those out on the bottom lash line. And now I'm going to go into the color Jax. The color Jax is this like very warm toned, almost reddish color. Kind of like a matte version of Hilster. Putting this on the bottom lash line. I'm going to take a tiny bit of it into this corner here. There we go. Now, like I said, this is like my go-to look just when I want kind of something every day, but a little bit extra. Um, this is kind of what I go to. Those are the colors I tend to gravitate towards in this palette. But of course, there are pinks, there are blues, there are purples, there are greens, there are teals. Should I go in with a little bit of teal? Okay, and of course you guys know this is my go-to look at the moment to like smoke out a little bit of like a teal color on the bottom lash line. I'm sorry guys, bear with me. This is my go-to look for the summer. And I just want to do it with like every palette I own. I'm sorry. But I wanted to do it to show you that like teal shade. It's really pretty. I know this is not the best way to showcase it necessarily, but it's a really pretty shade. And I'm going to use it on my lash line. There we go. Okay, now is my brow bone highlight. I'm going to highlight with the color Beam. It's the second one on the top in the top of the palette. It's the more like brighter, more warm toned, I guess, of the two. But wow, like look at that. I actually think I'm gonna highlight my face with that too. I'm gonna dip into that. And go right there. On the cheekbone. Boom. Yeah. Like I said, you guys, this palette does it all. Okay, so there we go. I just popped on some L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This is one of my favorites from the drugstore. It also happens to be one of Jacklyn Hill's favorites from the drugstore. And I think I learned about it from one of her videos back in the day. So anyway, really great drugstore mascara. And of course, in true Jacklyn Hill fashion, I had to get a nude lip on. This is Nude Beach from Too Faced. And of course, I had to find my biggest pair of hoops to put on in honor of Jacklyn Hill for this video. So guys, I hope you liked this. Like I said, this is my go-to look with this palette, but it really does do everything. The quality is there. Like I said, if I lost all my makeup tomorrow, this would be the first palette that I would run out and buy because it really is so good, and it has everything from cool tones, warm tones, nudes, color. Okay, and so for next week, I'm going to be featuring the ColourPop palette Blow Me Away. The packaging on the outside looks like this. It comes like this, and then the shades are in there. But as you can see, they can very easily be depotted. So I have them depotted, and I have them right here in this little Tarte magnetic palette. So it's not these bottom ones, it's these right here, starting here, and then these top ones. So these four are the Blow Me Away palette by ColourPop. And I will be doing a nice peachy look for you guys next week. And if you guys know me, I'll probably be putting that teal in there too. Just warning ya. I'm telling you, go-to look with the teal. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.